I think so, yeah. Obviously, after Oklahoma State, it gave us a good opportunity to get back to our basics, sharpen up on some fundamentals and techniques that obviously we needed to do so. And I think that, we're excited to finally be back into a game week, so it's exciting.
With it probably seems like coming off a loss, especially into that, got to rely on the leaders on this team. Have some of those guys like yourself or whoever kind of had to step up and say, all right, this is what we have to do to handle a loss.
Yeah, we have, and I think it's happened naturally. It hasn't been too forceful. It's just kind of, the team knows the expectation and the standard, so it's kind of happened, and that's been awesome to watch. Last year, obviously after that Virginia game, we had a big meeting, and it was kind of like, the leaders we found out who the leaders were in a sense then, and I think this year, we've done a good job as to just like putting our nose back down on the grindstone and getting back to it.
Didn't need a big meeting this time?
Yeah.
Really, honestly,
we didn't have to have a big meeting, and that's just because I think the guys, they know the expectation, they know the standard, and obviously what we put on national television wasn't it against Oklahoma State.
I don't want to say like feeling good about yourself, but the first two games were obviously big blowouts, and the first game was all the hype about the turnover thrown. You had 4 turnovers and stuff, but the last 2 games only 1 turnover, and obviously it didn't go well on defense in the last game. Is this, I don't want to say wake up call, but is it good to kind of realize that you guys do have a lot of stuff you still need to work on?
Yeah, and I do think it is good. Always. I mean, that's one thing that we always talk about here at Boise State is football is a humbling sport. And one play you think you just did the holy grail of all plays, and the next play you're on your back flat. And I think that's something that we just gotta realize, and I think we have. Obviously there's always room for improvement, always room to get better, and so we're excited for that opportunity.
What do you remember about 2 years ago going up to Laramie?
I remember the steaks were really good. The pregame meal steaks. Those are awesome, and obviously on the football field, we didn't take care of business like we should have. So I think the whole team is excited for that challenge to get back out there and do what we know we can do.
Is there anything to that as players when the last time you went somewhere you have a game you'd like to forget? Where Brett gets sacked at the end and you were undefeated at the time and you lose. Is there anything? Is that just like fans and media, or do when you go back up there, is there something where you want to I don't know if revenge is the right word, but get a better feeling, especially as a senior?
Yeah, I mean, not so much like, oh, it's a revenge game, but I just think it's more of, we have another opportunity, another chance to go play Bronco-style football, and that's what we're excited about doing.
Obviously, there was a quarterback change at Wyoming. What do you see that they're doing differently from last year?
Yeah, the quarterback that stepped up, he's done a great job. I think that obviously he's a great elusive quarterback, and that he has a really good arm, so we respect him, and we're excited to be able to face that challenge.
It seems like they should be getting their best running back, I think it's number 22, back for this game. What do you see from him? And it does seem like that, of course they want to establish the run, but it does seem like really this year with a new quarterback they want to get that going.
Yeah, absolutely. And watching film, and as a defensive line, that's our main goal, and as on defense and as well as being able to stop the run. And watching the film, breaking it down, they do a great job in the run game. So we are going to be on our P's and Q's this afternoon and this week, and getting prepared for them.
What is the challenge with that? It does seem like it's power based, and they run out fullbacks and a lot of tight ends and stuff like that. What's the challenge of facing a run game like theirs, which I'm sure is different than Oklahoma State?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. They're in heavier personnels, instead of the typical. I feel like pretty much every team we go against is 10 personnel, 11 personnel. There's only one tight end. But these guys, they'll stack the box, and so it's going to be a physical, downhill type of game. That's the kind of game that we like.
How